Okay, that's better. Okay, are we live? I think that is clear. And if I can just move it. What's up, everybody? Okay, now let me see if I can see the chat elsewhere. Because, like on Instagram, hi Pilar, hi Todd, hi Toy, hi DS Sparkles, or D Sparkles. Yeah, give me 1 second, see if I can get this. I know how to do it in Instagram, and I'm just going to be gluing on some little tiles that we're working on. So give me just a moment to see if I can actually watch from a different account. Let's see if I log out from here. Give me just a moment to see if I can do this. And, oh, maybe so. Can I see the chat window? Oh, I have to sign in if I want to see the chat. Hi, Shannon. Hi, everyone. So what if I sign in as myself? Can I see my own chat? Ha! Oh, turn that off. Turn the volume off. Okay. I think I can see the chat. Nope, maybe not. Can I see that there? We don't need this on anymore. The iPad's not helping us. Okay. And now the heater's turning on because it's freezing in here. Okay. So for me to see the chat, I don't know if I'll be able to. And this still seems quite far away. This camera angle still seems too far away. So if you guys will give me another moment, I can maybe lower it a little bit. Maybe. Yeah, why won't that go that way? What are y'all doing tonight? Working? Everybody working? Don't we all work? Let's get this low. It's after hours. All right. Oh, but you may want to actually see what I'm working on. Okay, so now that's close. Is it clear? Do we have clear screens, everyone? How can I move this up a little bit? Oh my goodness, sorry Pilar, hope your puppy's okay. Okay, let me get my burritos out of the screen here. It'll stop moving. And then I can just move it and make that a better. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm not too fine with this though. Thanks for y'all's patience. All right, now see that's moving. Come on, let's work together. I stopped using the laptop for now until I can train myself to get better, which is kind of hard. If you don't go live, then you can't practice going live. So how about if I just do that? Now, that didn't take too long. Can I see the chat out in a different window? That's fine. Okay. So I'm just going to glue, and if you guys have questions, I hope I see them. I'm using, I need a different bottle. I get a new bottle every now and then. Susie lets me have one. So all I'm doing is making these just paper tiles, and we're going to do them in just SS7. I'm only going to do the outline rings of them, and I have lots to do because I am prepping to continue onto Facebook, so we're going to have lots of different little video icons, but I want them to sparkle, and I don't want to use fake sparkle, or not fake sparkle, but CGI or computer graphic sparkle. I don't want that. I want real light passing over the crystals in the sparkle. So that's all I'm doing tonight. I did a ton of computer work, and Todd and Pilar and Toy, I'll be going to where is it? The Atlantic City show with Matt, and also maybe hopefully the Irving in Texas, because yeah, so hopefully I'll be at those shows in the next couple of weeks. I'm working on being able to be at Tinley. Pilar, what are the dates for Tinley? Let me put a little glue here. I'm just using the Fusion Tack in our precision glue bottle. It's just paper. In winter, awesome. Yes, I'll have my little corner. So May 2nd and 3rd, it's possible. Is it still going to be winter in May? Seriously? Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't want that app. Okay. Okay, well, that's fine. I can handle that. So yeah, if I can check the schedule with our production, then I should be able to. So fingers crossed. If I'm on good behavior, I will be invited back by Matt and Joe and Sean, and so yeah, fingers crossed I don't misbehave. Just kidding. Yes. I can handle the cold. My hubby has taught me well. This is going to take a lot of crystals. These are all SS7. I got this line to be, it actually was 6 point. I work in Illustrator, not in Corel. I'm not sure if the points and line thicknesses are the same, but 6 points or 2 millimeters is what this line is. So that's what size the crystals are to fit perfectly in this line. They have to all be touching perfectly, or I'm going to start over. All right. Susie gets cookies. She'll love them. I have a Susie. Is that the Susie you're talking about? Boss Susie? The boss. Okay. Two hours away. Oh my heavens. I'm getting lazy with driving. When it's 2 hours, I'm looking for airports. Oh, that's a 5. I don't need a 5. But, you know. I think this is going to look awesome when we shoot it to make the video file for the YouTube channel. Or for this channel. This is the channel it's for. My intros and outros and stuff like that. Pilar, let's see, is it possible to take stones off a project? So if the glue is set, well, depending on the glue, what glue did you use? Because if you use the hard epoxy, you'll have to get like I use a hammer, a small hammer, and a little screwdriver sometimes. Pretend it's like hammer and chisel, and you literally have to chisel it out. If it's the multi-grab or the Fusion Tack, I would use like an X-Acto knife and then pull them out that way. Maybe some fine needle nose pliers, but always wear eye protection when you're doing that, because the crystals will shatter and break. And yeah, the Fusion Tack, you should be able to pick that out with an X-Acto knife. I always have, I mean, you guys use a pick tool with the vinyl. I don't use a pick tool. I use my knife. So it's possible your weeding tool, your pick tool, can help you pull those out. But I was raised in a sign shop with my aunt and my grandma, and we used number 11 blades. So that's all I ever use. But yeah, you can easily do that. But then eye protection and don't slice your hand off. You need your fingers. Yes. Yeah, that's right, Todd. Death by stone. That's no fun, but hey. I suppose it could happen. Right. How's the sound? I know the sound is way better than the other night because the laptop fan isn't dying, but I feel like my face is right by the camera, so I feel like I'm breathing on you guys, and I don't like it. Okay. Wonder if I should So since we're testing, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna have my microphone, and I'm gonna put it not right in my face. How about, did that sound do anything? Can anyone hear me? Oh, I can turn on mine to find out if you can hear me. Where am I going to clip this? Nope, not there. Not there. Okay, good, Toy. So let's say, is the sound better or worse, or can you tell anything happened? Because I put a microphone in. I just don't know if it's reaching. I'm going to continue. And I don't think the lag is very bad because I just picked up my... Okay, maybe the microphone isn't. I'm gonna take the microphone out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did that change anything, or did you hear a pop of any kind? Okay. Oh, okay, so it did do something. Okay, I'm gonna put the microphone back in. Can you hear everything good? All right. I just didn't want to be like my mouth is right on this phone, and it just feels very strange. Okay, so that's fine if it's even if it's quieter, because I just don't want to be like whispering at you guys because the phone is right in my face. I can talk normal, but if I don't talk normal, then it's awkward. Now I'm clipping onto my little fan here. Okay, so now it's a good 18 inches away from my face. And it's clipped onto my fan that I travel with. Okay, I'm gonna continue because I have a lot of this to do. Even though I can, everything is set up for Liz to do when she comes in tomorrow, or even Steve if he wants to take a break from making wax. That is it. It seems dark. Oh, I don't have my fancy lights on. Give me just a second. My hubby made me all these lights, and I don't have them on. No? Not the right button? Oh, because it's unplugged because the heater was plugged in. Hang on. That's a little better. And the other one over here. Pow. Okay. Now it feels like I'm working. I got my lights on. Okay. And I'm back. And we're back. Oops, too much glue. And I'm literally just going to keep working like this for an hour, maybe 2 hours. So you're not going to miss anything. I'm just gluing. No paint. Nothing crazy. Ew, what's that? Just Pilar, just the clear. I'll do the lettering and then all of the white part. So just with whatever white part you see. To start. You never know. If I have enough time, then maybe I'll put in the pink or the light amethyst, or maybe I'll do a mix. But my intention is just to have the clear so that when we photograph it or film it, it should look like, let's see if I can do it from this one. It should, we're going to keep it still, but then move. Yeah, you can tell on YouTube, you can tell. So see how it twinkles by just moving a flash above it? That's all I'm doing is moving a flash right above it. So that's the effect that I want. So I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to just be fabulous. Alrighty. Thank you. Pilar, I don't know about the favorite color. There are just so many. And then they come out with new colors every time. So it really just depends. I think Volcano has been a favorite for many years because it is kind of purple, green, and gold. But then there's Meridian, which is blue, purple, red, and gold. And it's green. I mean, Meridian is really cool too. And then there's clear. I mean, you know, it's hard to pick one. See, and this desk shakes. I have to get a different desk because every time even just moving my little hand, sometimes if I'm a little bit, heavy-handed, it shakes the desk. And it's a big, heavy desk, but then it shakes my mount. And then that shakes the screen. So that has to change. I'm not going to go through all this work of all these videos, which I've already made a few. The screen is shaky. The focus is wrong. The lighting is wrong. It's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work. They definitely retire colors. They discontinue them. So I believe like that color I had at the show, it was called Sage. It was like a grayish, greenish, bluish kind of color. That's a discontinued color, especially in the flatbacks. It might be available in other colors, but it's discontinued in flatbacks. So yes, they can decide to pull something, and then you have to hunt for it on multiple websites, and many companies can discount it because it's discontinued, but the trick is it becomes more valuable when it's discontinued, because if you're searching for that color and you really need it, it's more valuable. So Liz is still working on the website to add more things. We're getting into the different shapes and the chatons, the pointed stones, and really other cool artsy type of pieces. And not only are the shapes discontinued, the colors are discontinued, and they're very hard to find even on a Google search. So they're quite valuable. And they're really, really cool. So it just all depends on if you can still find things. Then they become more valuable or not. Yes. Y'all get on it, Corey. Crystallize the walls. Just kidding. Just a few. Just a few. Correct. Chaton is a pointed back. It's just like the diamond in your ring. Or most jewelry pieces are going to have the pointed shaped stones, and that's what a chaton is. This was mixed. This whole little jar was mixed. Yeah, I have to find the perfect little suitcase to work out of at Matt's booth. I'm going to keep my footprint as small and efficient as possible because it gets pretty busy at his booth. And that's it. I got to find a better way to transport my stuff. Corey, the point back stones, you can put them into something called cerulean clay. It's a two-part epoxy clay. And there's other kinds. There's a kind that you can get at Hobby Lobby called crystal clay. And you just kind of smush it together to activate it. There's two parts. And smush it onto an accessory like a barrette or a ring or things that if you don't already have a setting made, you don't need a setting, you can push in the clay onto your item. And I actually have something I made for someone, or Liz made. That these will look. So years ago for my stylist, yeah, probably 11 years ago, I made her a chopstick. She loves black and orange, but her chopstick, actually the paint is rubbing off of it. The stones all look fine, and the clay is all there. But these are new versions of just hair chopsticks that they use while they're round brushing your hair and stuff like that. So all of these are pointed back crystals, or they're little metal pieces, like nail art that I got in Japan, stuff like that. So itsy bitsy pieces are called, some are called crystal pixie, crystal bubble, and then maybe caviar, and then some big fat pieces on top as like a big accent piece. But a lot of these, a ton of these are the vintage chatons that we have piling up. There's some moon shapes, those are pointed, and these teardrop shapes are really cool. So that'll go on the site very soon. Liz is working very hard to get those all on the site. I don't know why I'm out of breath. It was just across the room. Jeepers. Okay. That's not so bad. Oh, I see something. See, because when you work for the camera, you're not sitting proper. Oh, I had some questions. Correct. This is the two-part clay. This is the cerulean. Because we're exclusive with Swarovski, we only use the cerulean. And you mix it together, you push it on, you can shape it any kind of shape that you want. And then it will stick to anything, and anything sticks to it. So you can put sticks in it. You can put nuts and bolts in it. It's pretty awesome stuff. Pretty awesome stuff. Alrighty, this one is actually almost done, but I gotta make a mix for this part. Cerulean, you did a good job spelling that. I think it doesn't have, Sarah, I think that's spelled right. Shit, I'm not sure. It depends on the heat in your room. It can be anywhere from 1 hour to an hour and a half. Or if it's very warm in your room, you might get 40 minutes or so. So it just depends on the temperature of your room, because it's just like any epoxy. It's a chemical reaction that's using heat for activation. So if your room is warm, it will go faster. If it's cold, then you have more time. So sometimes we even turn the AC way up, put a jacket on, and that way we get more production time if we need it on something, because it does suck to start on a big piece of clay. And these even took an hour, if not more. So it takes a while to do these kind of designs. So yeah. Do I want a 5? Let's try a 5. That's fine. Yes, you'll have plenty of time. It may not even ever cure in Chicago. But I'm sure it eventually will. Okay, this one is good. This spacing, I bet I could fit a 7. I'm scared to. No, I had to fit it. Liz will get on my butt if I let that pass. Where's my knife? Here's another thing that I do to get a stone up if it's wet. I put my fingernail down right next to that stone. I get my knife and I just lift it up onto the blade. And that way I'm not smearing the glue around. And then, of course, wipe off your fingernail and then get that wet stone off. Because it does fit. See? If you're smearing the glue around, the glue could actually upset this purple. It's just inkjet. So that's how I get a stone out of the wet glue. Yeah, I don't know. Heat, cold. I've had to work in both of them, and it's miserable either way. So it's just gross in the heat because there's gnats and bugs in garages, and I've been in some super nice garages, and you're not going to stop the bugs. And it's humid, and it's just miserable. But then working in cold, you're layered up, and your mobility sucks. So that sucks too. But that's where I had to learn to charge for an environmental fee. Environmental hazard fee. When it is that freaking cold or hot. You know. I don't know if I'm going to need 5s, but I guess I should get them out. Let's those are all gluey. I don't know how that container got dirty, but it is dirty. All right. Yes, Todd and Corey, I can't wait for you guys to transfer and get all moved in. 7. Yeah, this got some glue on them or something. I don't know what happened with those. Sometimes maybe it's just static, which is weird. That's probably not the right word I should use, but you know. Not the right word. I'm not too good at words. How about 12s? Do I have any 12s in here? Why not? Why is my containers... All my containers are wonky because I didn't put it back right. That's why. 12. Yeah, I think 12 is big enough for this one. Oh, thank you. Thanks for the likes. And I'm going to put maybe some super tiny little squares. I believe this number is 2400. Article number 2400. How clear is that? It looks pretty clear. I'm not having all that fuzzy stuff like last time, right? I'm not sure why it was doing it like that. That was so irritating. But y'all hung out for 2 hours, man. That was awesome. Okie dokie, let's go. And I like to put wherever I'm gluing as close to the stones as possible so that I'm not reaching. Yeah, the picture and the sound are much better. Unfortunately, I had to figure out if I can use that app, if there's a phone app for it, because that way you can put the graphics and the cool stuff that Matt does. I'm just trying to copy Matt. What is that? Some lint? The 3s, we did sell out of a lot of 3s, so, but I'm not certain. It's possible. No, because you're asking, then I will let Susie know that there's a request for that. Not many people even know what the 3s are, but I think if any, we actually have them in hotfix, which is kind of cool. It's extra cool, really. All right, for these letters, am I going to need, yeah, it's size 12 is going to fit perfect. So that's when people ask me, how do I know what size crystal to use? I actually put it on here and see what's going to fit. Or I set the stroke up to fit size 7s. That way I knew whatever else I could find out what fits. So the 12s, I'm not going to use a 12 on the, yeah, maybe I will. Maybe a 9 down here, yeah. So I call that a dry fit. You just kind of put it on there dry. Yes, that's true, Todd. That's true. Yeah, I have to go, oh, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, I'll do another mix. It takes about 2 months to go through that bucket because we put a little scoop in everyone's order. So it kind of, it gets empty quickly. So I'll have to, I like to film those because people like to see it all go into the bucket. That's kind of fun. Why is my heater coming on? So I don't like the way that ended up. I like to push it in the direction it needs to go, not pull it or get weird. That's not so bad. And again, it's just for a video. It's just for a little zoom over. Yeah, you know what, Pilar, as far as how Sean got me all going on the 3s when I was there for the training, somehow I lost the settings somewhere, and I have no idea. So, and that's pretty much one of the main reasons that I go to the in-house training, which I've been twice. I don't retain things very well, do I? But I retain them better when I'm there, just not all the way. So let's do 1 9 at the top and the rest are 12s. But Sean did really well. Even the first time I brought the SS3s to class, and he worked for quite a while, and he got that Graph Tech cutting so smooth, and we were able to rake in the 3s, and it went pretty darn well. But again, it does get stuck in the bristles, and someone says to cut them. That's just a madhouse. Like, it was so silly having to cut that, and then the bristles were everywhere. So I don't know if that was a great idea, but I didn't care for it. All right, I don't like this at all. What's going on here? This should be in the middle. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, because they have more classes now, so they'll get, well, if there's less enrollment, then they'll get more attention, but I bet it's going to be pretty full. Get in here. Move that down. Okay, now can I fit this guy in there? Yep. It's kind of big, though. I don't know if I like the O like that. Yeah, I don't. I'm going to make that 9s. And again, I put my fingernail down and I lift the stone, and I don't like to put the wet stones back in, of course. It's not good to do that because then you get gluey stones on others. But I'm going to remove these 12s and put in some 9s because it's just too bulky and it doesn't fit as perfect as I want. I want it to read nice and clear, because having this pastel color next to clear, that's the other reason why I probably will not add the stones into this, the pink area or the purple. It would probably be light amethyst, because I didn't give it a darker shadow, and it wouldn't show up. When you put two pastel colors together, it's really hard to read. So if I would have put a little black stroke on these letters, or a darker lavender or something, it might have read well, but that wasn't the intention anyway. I just wanted to do clear and get this over with, but I always like to make extra work for myself. See, that one hit me right in the eyeball, but I have glasses on, so I'm not blind. Not today. Not today, Satan. Not today. Okay. Now I know that won't line up, so I'm going to take that guy out. So by the way, you see how hard I'm picking at this. This is only the Fusion Tack, and it's only been on there like, I don't know, 5 minutes. It's pretty good stuff. By the way, I didn't know if y'all noticed that or not. It's pretty good stuff. Yes, you can definitely put stones on your glasses, or if you're pick stones, please have safety glasses on. And then you can crystallize your safety glasses. So the next, oh, of course, I think that's a dark indigo. I don't know why that, oh, because we made, this is a glue dot. That's actually even a glue dot. I could probably pick that right off, but it's been there for years. Yeah. It's so pretty. It used to have Excel blades on it, but it's quite old. But it works, and I haven't lost it yet. I'm usually pretty good at losing my knives. Well, and everyone else's that sit at my desk, or if I sit at their desk, I take their stuff. Oh well, it's all mine anyway, right? That's the sucky part. It's all mine anyway. Yes, I'm a 12-year-old. Or, that's probably 8. An 8-year-old behavior. It's alright. Alright, so we've got, I wanted this to be similar. Why is it not the same? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Make sure it's even. See? Just by moving millimeters, you make room for a whole nother stone because it had more on that side than that side. There it goes. Make sure they're inside the print. So that one is crooked. Always take a step back, look down, look around. Make sure things are straight or not straight, depending on the style that you're going for. There you go. You have 5 katanas? That's more than me. I'm jealous. You gotta put your name on those. Or chain them to the desk. Oh, that's right. The teens, they gotta have it. Which is kind of cool, because if they want it, it means it is cool. Let's see, that, I think I want a 12 for that little thingy. and then a small little 5, and then we're going to go back in with the 9s. Well, I'm not liking that either. I might put a 3 right there. I think there was 1 in here. Nope. Ah, there's 1. Okay. Super. I'm going to put a tiny dot right there. And I'm going to drop this 3 right there. No one will ever know but us. All right, now we're going to do the sprinkle fill in here, except for, I don't have any 16s up here. I don't want to go get any. I got 20s. Is that going to fit? Oh, look at that. Oh, would you look at that? A 12 fits just fine right there. Okay. Oh, that's right. I gave you guys some autograph tools. Okay, 12, 9. Kind of want it to be 1-to-1, but I'm also going to put some squares in. So I'm going to take the 5s and the squares, the 9s and the 12s and the 7s, and mix them all up. I didn't want to warn you before I did that. So, and I'm going to take these guys and put them in here too, because they're dry now. Who likes that mix? Does that upset anyone? It used to upset me, but you have to let that go. Way better things to be worrying about than mixed up crystals. Okay. I don't think I want to put a 20 in this. I think it's too chubby. Is that what that is? And it's a hot fix, so it's, well, it'd be flatter. I don't know. Let me take a peek at that. Yeah, it's too big. I don't like it. Then we just take them out. No biggie. No big dealio. Okay. Get going. So I'm just going to do an outline first. All right, who's bored? I would play some music for you guys, but that's always such an issue with editing and permissions and all that jazz, so no music. Oh, I wonder if the site I have a pay site that I use to put background music in. I wonder if I'm allowed to play that. I'll have to look into the license to see so I don't get into trouble. Some little poo sockets. Yeah, I would use sprinkle. It looks the nicest. Yeah, you want a super tight fill on that because um, things being in your hand are going to collect dust, dirt, dander, makeup, gross stuff. So you want that as tight as possible. And I would use a two-part epoxy because other glues can collect those oils, and epoxies won't do that. So I would use a two-part epoxy on that. Oh, there's Todd. He saw the poo. He heard the poo. Oh, there it is, Smarther. Poor Matt. Hey, we've all done it. And if you haven't, you're gonna. Here's one I misspelled. Oh, what was that word? Let me think about it. Let me think about it was a title. It was an award for some champagne bottles. The client didn't catch it. We didn't catch it. I kind of think my ex-employee caught it, but let it go. Because she was pretty smart on spelling and she never caught it. Oh, what was the word? What was the word? Oh, I hit... What happened? I hit a button. Oh no, what happened? Todd, say something. I don't know what happened. Put your comment back in. I hit the wrong button. Oh, the wrong date, yeah. I don't know what button popped up, Todd, but it pulled your comment. I don't know what it was. I'm so sorry, I hit the wrong button. What was that word? I'll think about it. But anyway, it was very large, very gold champagne bottles. And one had the names were for, let's see, somebody named Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio, two or three other names that are quite well known. And the award title, what was it? It was some kind of I don't know what the word was. See, I don't even know the word. Anyway, totally misspelled them. And I got all the way, I think, to them. I think they have the award bottles, and yep. The client's name is on it, my name is on it, and it's spelled wrong. It happens. I need a size 9. Where are they hiding? Here we go. Perfection. Okay, so now my border is done. So now I sometimes will outline the lettering, but if the fill is already too tight, I'm going to just go with it, because if I can fit a bigger stone there and not use 4 or 5 stones there, that's the task. So make sure the outline is all nice and straight, all on the very edge of that line. And ouch. You guys, that's funny. All right, clean that off. And begin again. I wish I could think of what that term, that title was for that award, but I cannot. Cannot. It was spelled wrong anyway. And no, the client did not have to pay after all that. No, of course not. All that work. No, you don't get paid. And your client knows that you're a misspeller forever and ever. Yeah, I hear someone walking outside. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, like that's gonna happen. Never happens. Never, ever happens. Get off of there. Got some fuzz on my tool now. What the heck? Oh, I did professionally. Yeah, I didn't charge them. I'm pretty sure I redid it too and didn't charge them. So did it twice without. Oh, yeah. I have misspelled quite a few champagne bottles, but she keeps giving me the chance. But this lately it's been years. I copy and paste everything she sends. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So that has helped. Oh, right. Oh, for sure. Yeah, we like to keep telling ourselves that, huh? Just so I don't have a straight line of 12s here, I'm going to just kind of double up some 5s right here so that it doesn't look too repetitious. Break it up. How long? Oh, we've been going about an hour, huh? Oh, let's see if my phone's gonna. Let's see. We're gonna take this plug from this guy and plug in this guy. Is it hot? Oops, that's my finger, sorry. Yeah, it's pretty warm. So if it shuts down, we'll see y'all next time. Because I'm just gonna finish this up and get on home. Maybe I need to disassemble my desk that I have to bring in from my home office to my big girl office. Oh, for y'all's wedding. Oh, cool. Oh, is it a leap year? Now, that's not a shortcut for most guys so that they don't forget their anniversary or they have 3 years to prepare to not forget for their anniversary, right? That's not what that is, right? Just saying. I'm one to talk. I'm the one that forgets about our anniversary, which is next week. So we're going on a train ride. And so this might get redone because, well, no. If I do it right, you'll be able to read the TUBE because it's so pale and the stones are so clear, it can get lost. But the trick is just to move the camera over or the flash over it so that it sparkles and then it should be fine. Let's not overthink it, you know? It's just for, no, thank you. It's just for some flash, some movement that I don't want to have to do CGI. And then technically I would suppose this would be less expensive, technically, than hiring someone to do some CGI because, well, my friend Robert, he could do it. Robert, he could do everything. Thank you, Toy. Cheryl Jones, Kelly, do you usually look for a design that has a pattern to trace? I'm gonna say no. No. Patterns? No, it's all about the item. What is the item for? Where is it gonna be used and how's it gonna look? Or how does the client want it to look? That's what decides how we do stuff. So I rarely do patterns. I mean, honeycomb pattern, grid fill, which is the straight rows. Honeycomb is the putting a stone in between the straight rows, and then the sprinkle fill is just what we're doing here, kind of random. But as far as patterns, I don't care for patterns. That needs a bigger piece. Perfect. And I need some more threes. So in the, where is it? Oh, maybe it's in the pink. Because when we have a little container of SS3, it usually says, use only with permission. Like, I don't want anybody grabbing these threes and just decking something out because they're pretty expensive. And I've learned from not having that on something when I left someone to do something, I didn't tell them to not use the threes. So therefore they did. And if you guys have seen what a three is, it's like dust. That's a three. I mean, it's smaller than my itsy bitsy diamonds. Or maybe it's the right size. Anyway, those are like little chips, and it's smaller than them. So it's very tiny. And they cost almost as the same as the SS16. So, yeah, when you come back to find someone did quite a bit of a job that needed, not threes, and they used a lot of threes, that ruins the budget. Yes, Renee, on the shoes, yes, always rough up that area. Definitely. So that's funny. My husband had these made, the dots on this ring, because I've done dots all my life, and no matter what medium I'm working in, it's always dots. And his ring has titanium dots. So, fun fact. Fun fact that my dots have not always been crystal dots, but they've been everything. So, interesting fact. File that away with other useless pieces of information that I spit out. You're so welcome. You know, Cheryl, I would advise if you're going to practice, use least expensive sizes. And for coverage, it's going to be your larger SS20s, because it takes less. So when you're practicing, it takes less and you get through your project quicker, but they're not as expensive as using a ton. I mean, I see people all the time do the toes in, you know, tiny SS8s. And they look beautiful, but that's a big budget. Like, that costs a lot in the stones, especially if you're using all Swarovski. It takes a lot more time. It takes triple the amount of time. And so your budget goes up quite a bit. So, and the other thing I would suggest, if you want to just really practice, like legit just practice on some shapes and stuff, get a hole puncher and some cardstock and use paper dots, because it's really all about where you're putting the dots in the spots. And that is the least expensive way we practice. And I have had people practice with confetti and they were quite disappointed, but you know, oh well. Let's see. Will was asking if you rubbed up the clear coat on the cars. Oh yes. Pilar, I will find a video for you. I think it's an Instagram. I might have it in my other phone. But when we got that brand new Porsche, well, brand new to us, and I took an 80 grit to a Bentley black paint job, it made my husband keel over, but whatever. I have to scratch the paint to get the glue to stick, or none of this works. And my paint job is way more expensive than a Bentley black. So yes, I scratched the heck out of paints. And I am not scared. Not scared. Let's not picture Todd's toes. Let's not do that. Just kidding. Todd has some pretty nice toes. Everybody, if you guys don't know, I'm sure he will flaunt them this summer. You know, why not? Okay. I knew I didn't have enough 9s in this mix, but I didn't want to have to use them in this. Okay. Yeah, because if you don't prep your surfaces correctly, if you don't sand things the right way or enough, you'll lose the glue. The glue will come off, and or throughout the shock absorption, or like when you slam a car door and that whole car door has stones on it, you're gonna lose all your stones. So proper preparation is key. And that's also why I don't glue onto vinyl wraps. I proved with 3M they were going to sponsor the car and give me all the wrap material. I was going to wrap the car myself. And they brought 2 people down from their St. Louis, or I don't know where the headquarters are, St. Paul, Minnesota. 2 people from their development team brought them into this warehouse with samples of the vinyl and samples of the glue that would work with the vinyl. And within 24 hours, I let them know thank you, but no thank you, because this is not working, and I'm not going to trust a $100,000 job on what I know for sure works, and that's gluing straight to the paint. So, but that was awesome that they came and did all that. So that was huge to me. When someone comes to my warehouse and shows me or attempts to show me solutions, that means a ton. But it just wasn't a solution for me at that time. Now, I do plan on taking a vinyl class at the Irving show. I'm going to get there a day early so I can take some class for myself. And I'm going to try some things with the 3M people. So that should be fun. Oh, so you, when you paint, Renee, so when you paint the rubber of the shoes, do you rough up the rubber, then paint it, then stone? That's correct, Renee. That's correct. And Todd, yes, all of the crystals added exactly 32 pounds to the car. I mean, I think it was, I shouldn't have used the word exactly. I think it was like half an ounce under or something, but not a lot, because Swarovski is so finely made. It does not take a lot to do its, for it to do its thing, for it to do all its work, to do its flashing and all that stuff. All right, am I done with this little thing? This should not have, well, it takes longer when I'm filming. Yeah, it should not have taken 1 hour. I'm going to get written up for that. Okay, and it does read when I'm down here at this angle, so that's fine. Yes, the reflective vinyls are awesome for sure. Okay, so see how you can read it really well at that angle, but we have all the house lights on, so it's quite different. So that reads fine. For the effect that I'm going for, which would be in the nice video setting, of course. Yeah, so if there's white, if I can even get this to be more white, to get rid of that black, the black dots are all in it. You have to put white reflectors on it. So anyway, once I get all that down, I'm going to do this number. I'm just going to move this flash real slow and film it. And then that's how it's going to look on my little video file. And I can pop that in, but it will look more like, see how the letters, they show up better. And then we'll move so I'll get it to work because I'm wearing a black shirt. It's picking up all the black I'm wearing. But, so that's how it's going to work. Pew, pew, something like that. Something like that. Okay, kids. I think I should probably sign off because I do intend to go home to clean out that desk so I can bring it in, because this table is jittery and my camera shakes when I touch it. So, boom. Thank y'all for joining me. This was fun. It's much funner when I'm not working all by myself. And I hope I helped you guys with a couple of questions. And I guess that's it. I got nothing else. What else can I show you? Oh wait. You know what? That came in we've had this gone for 3 years. It's been in yeah, I'm looking around my desk. I don't see anything that's super secret, so I can walk around for a second. Just for a second. So of course I'm using my Archon mount. You guys all know how that is. It's amazing. I'm going to unplug the microphone. But for 3 years, let me not trip on these cords. Here's my lights that my husband hung from the ceiling. Pretty badass, right? And both my Archon mounts, which I love. So for 3 years, this has been in a window in Los Angeles. Of course, I showed you all the bottle the other night. But this motorcycle helmet has been in a window for 3 years. So what we learned, well, what I expected, is it turned very yellow on the shield. I thought for sure it would turn way yellow on the main helmet where all the epoxy is, but it did not. So I can always order a new face shield, but then check it out. It also turned really yellow in here. Sun does that. Sun turns things yellow. All glues will turn yellow at some point. And so these are unfoiled. And let me see if I can get close to them. So these are actually chatons. See how they're... Which one? That's pointed. Why won't it show up? Let me try to get to the side. See where my thumb is? See, it's pointed. It's upside down pointed. So we tried a different technique. See, there's one missing here. Of using unfoiled flatbacks, which is these guys, and unfoiled chatons, which makes little tiny spikes. Try to focus over here on the edge. There we go. Can we get that to focus? Yeah, so they're upside down chatons, unfoiled. So the plastic and the glue. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Yeah, I've got 5%. Yeah, so both of them turn yellow, but the glue and or plastic didn't turn as yellow on this larger part. So I think that's all I have for tonight. My phone is gonna die. And yeah, but it's not as yellow as I thought it would be. I thought for sure all of that would be so yellow. Yep. But that's 3 years, not bad. And then here's my awesome photo area that my husband made for me. He hung all my no more tripods on the floor. Okay, I probably have to go. My phone is going to die. Thanks, guys.